Hello, Giants fans. Welcome to Giants Baseball 101. I'm Gabe Vaughn, your host. The Giants beat the A's 2-1 today. So after a 6-game losing streak, they finally came through with a much-needed win. They were fortunate to have Alex Cobb on the mound today. It was a low-scoring game. Giants got 2 runs, one on the sacrifice fly from Casey Schmidt, and then the RBI double by Mike Yastrzemski in the 8th inning. Alex Cobb pitched 6 scoreless innings for the Giants. Then Tyler Rogers pitched 2 innings, 1 run scored off of him. Camilo Doval then came in the 9th and closed out the game. So just a much-needed win for the Giants at a time when they're just really slow as far as scoring runs. They're not able to get a whole lot on the board, and that's been the case for a long time. And even today, offense was just slow for both sides, but it was a pitching duel today, and the Giants won it. And this opportunity to play the A's is just one that you don't see every day, due to the fact that the A's are just doing exceptionally poorly this year. I mean, they struggle to even bring fans to the ballpark, let alone actually perform on the field. So I think it just really was an opportunity for the Giants to face them. They should take tomorrow's game 2, and they finally won, breaking a 6-game losing streak, and it's about time, and they finally are hopefully out of the bad times. So they've saved their winning record, and it's still pretty substantial. A lot of work has to be done to undo the damage, but I mean, we remember how bad they were before too, when it really seemed like they were losing to all of the below average teams. Then they went on a 7-game winning streak, and now it's just the bad side of the seesaw again with a 6-game losing streak they had, but they snapped it with a 2-1 win over the A's today. So let's hope that they can get back on the right track. It's never more important than now, with less than a week until the trade deadline. It's definitely a time when the Giants have to look good. The front office's plan is already to be aggressive, but they have to keep that momentum going, because things can really happen to it if they don't. But I mean, that was effective pitching from Cobb today. He and Logan Webb have to pretty much be lights out every start. And I do have to make the observation that the past couple of starts for each, they just weren't great. Particularly Webb's. He allowed 6 runs in 1 small fraction innings. But Webb was back on his game today. Cobb was back on his game today, pitching 6 scoreless innings, right when the Giants needed him. So they just need to take game 2 now against the A's. After that, they'll be going in to play the Red Sox, which, by the way, have a record that's comparable to theirs, so it will be a higher level of competition. But really the way things have seemed to be this year is that basically it's not the level of competition the Giants are facing, it's how the team itself is organized. It's how the Giants can coordinate things. When they can do that right, they have the ability to beat the best. When they can't do it, they sometimes lose to the worst. So I think that's really been the issue for the Giants. And even if we do see their schedule get tougher down the stretch, if they can fix their issues, then there's no reason not to think that they can shoot for the highest. But the issues that they have to be fixed, and the Giants' bats obviously have to get hot again. I'm not sure exactly what's happened to and why the offense has been so cold. And I mean, particularly they just can't really have the pitching that they had today every day. And I mean, yesterday Ross Stripling was actually pretty solid, but they lost because they couldn't score runs. But today, Alex Cobb was just elite, so they were able to win on only 2 runs. So it's different going day to day, but the Giants, hopefully this is the start of another upturn in the way the Giants are able to play, because they really need to just get and stay on the right track right now. So definitely refreshing this much needed win for the Giants, and let's hope they can keep it up. Thank you for watching. This has been Giants Baseball 101. Please subscribe if you haven't. Also, please leave your questions and comments. You know where to do it. I'll see you next time on Giants Baseball 101.